हेलो एवरीवन। हेलो बच्चों, कैसे हो आप लोग? आई गेस मेरी आवाज़ आप तक पहुंच रही होगी। जस्ट अ मिनट, लेट मी चेक दैट वेदर आई एम ऑडिबल और नॉट। सो yes, I guess am I audible? So guys, again welcome you all to this class. So this is a calculation trick. I hope is this clear to all of you. uh, this is a continuous session, continuous classes which I'm taking. Like every time I'm teaching that how to calculate faster. That will help you a lot in basically in the banking exams or in any other exam. Correct? Not only the banking exam. If sorry, if you're giving like any other sorry everyone, sorry. Wait a minute. हेलो देवानंद, कैसे हो? मेरी आवाज आ रही है ना देवानंद? मेरी आवाज आ रही है? आ, मेरी आवाज आ रही है बिल्कुल परफेक्टली? चलो बहुत बढ़िया। एक बार ग्रुप में सबको बोल दो कि दे शुड ज्वाइन द क्लास। एक बार ग्रुप में बोल दो, ठीक है? एक बार ग्रुप में बोल दो। तो yesterday what we did, basically this is a calculation series of mine where I'm teaching you, yesterday I have taught you to find out the square root and I've given you a lot of problems. For example, I figured out the square root of double four. uh, I've given you figure to find out the square root of double 489, and the process was like something that, uh, if the last digit is 9, having 9, then the square of number, which is from 1 square to 10 ka square, which is from number, hi, good morning, which is basically from 1 square to 10 ka square, and the numbers are like 1 ka square, 2 ka square is 4, 3 ka square is 9, 4 ka square is 16, and 5 ka square is 23, 6 ka square 36, and so on and so forth. So what I taught yesterday, that if the 9 is there, the number should have a last digit. The number should have a last digit, basically a 3 or a 7, because a 3 ka square gives me 9 and the 7 ka squares is also give me the unit place 9. And always I have taught you, hi Mukesh, and always I have taught you that the perfect squares are having a last digit, which is 1, 1 4 9 6 3 6 9 4 1. So basically any perfect square will have a unit digit 1 4 9 6 5 6 9 4 1. Rest are those numbers which do not lie under the perfect square. So I've taught you like, means if 9 is having, if 9 is at the unit place, I taught you that a 9 comes in the unit place of basically 3 and the 7, correct? Then leave this whole part, go for 44, and you know that 44 lies between which two squares? Basically this is lies between 6 ka square, which is 36, and 7 ka square, which is 49. See the gap, this is basically plus 8 and this is basically, I would say 45, the gap is of 5. So either my square should be like having the unit digit either 3 or either 7. But the point is that is my gap is the less part. If gap is having towards the less part, so the number would be having a unit place 7. Correct? 7. So my answer is basically 67. Is it right? Please confirm. I hope this is clear. Hi. Good morning. I hope this is clear, everyone. Can you please confirm, is this clear? The process is clear. Why I've taken like 6? Because I need to take a smaller number, which is like 44 is nearby to the 6 ka square, which is 36, and always I need to take a smaller number, correct? This we did yesterday, and I've given you a lot of problem as well to solve. Means I've given you a lot of problem like this one I've given. So I might, it's might that you have uh, practiced a lot, which you don't. So today's discussion, I'll start with the fractions, correct? Today's discussion, I'll start with the fractions. So first of all, let's understand the fractions. Why I'm starting fractions? Because fractions basically helps you. Because fractions basically helps you in solving means a major big complex calculation. I would say a big complex calculation. Big or complex calculation means if you having like a very complex calculation, that complex calculation 100% involves what? Fraction, correct? Now we all know that basically fractions is of two types, basically of two types. Fraction is of basically of two types. First is, I would say, first is a proper fraction, correct? First is a proper fraction. First is proper fraction, correct? And the second is second, I would say, is improper fraction. Improper fraction, correct? So majorly I would also write the third one, which is mixed fraction, but that is not not part of calculation yet. So means I do not consider that in the calculation. So you may write the third part is basically mixed fraction, correct? Mixed fraction. So basically you all have to learn about these three fractions very carefully, correct? Not this one. This is not as much as important as proper fraction and improper fractions are important. So basically let us start and have a look. So guys, every fraction has a two parts, which is called numerator and then it is called denominator, correct? Means I can write down that this is having like numerator and this is having like denominator, correct? Denominator. So this is basically fraction known as. Now suppose if I write if my numerator is less than denominator, correct? If my numerator is less than denominator, then my fraction is called a proper fraction. When my numerator is greater than denominator, then my fraction is called improper fraction. For example, like can I say 1 by 2 is a proper fraction? Yes, 1 by 2 is the proper fraction, correct? If I write 5 by 3, if I write, like suppose example, if I write 5 by 3, so 5 by 3 is the improper fraction. I hope this is clear to everyone. So this is basically a point where you should understand that what are proper fraction and what are improper fraction. I hope till now it makes sense to everyone, correct? Till now it makes sense to everyone. Is this clear? I think so, correct? So what kind of calculation involves, correct? Now it's you can ask a question that this we know from class 8, 9, 10, but what is the use of it? I haven't used this, sir, in the calculation skills. But the point is, if you're giving exams like, if you're giving like exams like, if you want to give exams like banking, even though I would also say the exams of defense, if I would say if you give the exams of like SSC and any other exam like CAT or any other exam, this portion is very important, because see, calculation is a very crucial part of every student. So how this will help you? Let's start with the first point. Which is called addition of a proper fraction, which is called addition of proper fraction. Of proper fraction. What is basically addition of proper fraction? Sorry, am I audible now? So what is basically addition of proper fraction? So if I write down, this is basically you are adding a proper fraction. Always remember this rules apply in adding the proper fraction. Now what is school method? Let me just give you the example of school method. Okay, school method. So let's take an example of school method. Now if I suppose the sum would be like 4 plus 3 by 8. The sum would be like 4 plus 3 by 8. Have you remembered that you multiply this 4 into, means 8 is multiplied with 4, and then it would be like how much? This is basically 32 plus 3 by 8, correct? I hope this much is clear. Now it would be like 32 plus 3 is 35 by 8. We all have done this question in such a manner only, correct? Now this would be like how much? 8 चौके 32 means 4 चौके 32 3. 4 3 by 8 would be the mixed fraction of this question, means the answer would be that part. Okay, but the point is that if I say this old school method, this is basically what? If I say this is a basically old school method, this is basically a old school method. So write down old school method, old school method. So what I need to see, I need to land up to this part, correct? I need to land up to 4 3 by 8. This is the basic point. This is the general point that I need to land up to 4 3 by 8. So in a this way only we did the problems in the school time, and now also we are doing the same. Let me just wait. I think a lot of students should join me. There they are. Just wait, guys, for minutes. Okay, so let me just have a look. I hope my voice is audible now. Can you please confirm? Okay, so this was my old school method for but this is, you can understand, this is my proper fraction, correct? Numerator is lesser than the denominator, correct? Now what is the new method? Suppose I take example, which is let's talk about an example 84 3. Okay, let's take an example like um, which example should I take? 84, write down 84 plus 3 by 7, correct? Now see what you can do here. You can simply write, this is called a shadow trick. This is called a shadow method. A shadow method. Now if you understand the shadow method, which is basically what? 84 plus 3 by 7 is there. You can just write it down. 84 3 7. This is your answer. Correct? I hope you're getting. So basically if you observe this method, if you observe this, this is nothing but 4 3 by 8, correct? But you have solved all the process you have done, process 1, process 2, and then you have got the answer 4 3 by 8. Directly I am doing, just write down 84 3 by 7, correct? I hope this is clear. If I say let's take one more example. If I would say take an example like 1 9, like take any example. You have any question, then do ask me. 1912 plus 3 by 11. Simply the answer would be 1912 3 by 11. Always remember, this part is a proper fraction part. This part should be proper fraction part. Proper fraction part, always. Then only this is possible, otherwise it's not possible. Then only this is possible, otherwise it's not possible. I guess everyone is getting this point, correct? Now suppose you can ask a question, every time I'll not get such a problem now. I can also, let's take in one more example like 2986. If I take an example like 2986 and the mixed part would be plus 19 by 7. Suppose I take plus 19 by 7. Now this 19 by 7, earlier the fractional part was proper fraction. Now this time this part is not a proper fraction. This is basically improper fraction. So what to do? This is basically improper fraction, correct? Now basically what to do if this is improper fraction? Now just make this 19 by 7 to a proper fraction. Now the challenge is that make this 19 by 7 as a proper fraction. As a proper fraction. I hope this is clear. It will not require much more time. Just see and think what I am doing. Is it right? Now you can divide this by 19. Correct? So you will get what? Now first solve this one. So write down 2986. Divide by 7. 7 3s are 21. This would be like 2, 7, 3s are, okay. Yeah, you can also write as 7 2s as well. Okay, so 7 2s are 14. So you can write 7 2s are 14, then 5 by 7, correct? Remainder would be 5 and you divided by 7. Now you can just add this. This is basically plus now. Now 29. Now 2986, 8 it will become. 2986 plus 2, 8 will become. Now this becomes 5 by 7. This is your answer, correct? So if you see this part, slowly you will observe. What is I'm saying? If the question was this one, 2986 plus 19 by 7. The point is there 19 by 7 is an improper fraction. It's not a proper fraction. So I've converted this 19 by 7 to a proper fraction. How? I've divided this 19 by 7 only. Then 7 2s are 14. 2 times 5 is the remainder. This is like 2 times. Let me write down. This is like 2 times. This is basically 2 times. 2 times 5 is the remainder, and you have divided this by 7. And you have divided this by 7, correct? So that's the structure. Now 2986 plus 2 is 2988 and 5 by 7. I hope this is clear. Please confirm. Till now I can say this makes sense to everyone, correct? Now let's come to the another example. So if I come to the another example, let's say question number 2. Question number 2 should be like what? 1317 it should be 29 by 6 plus 29 by 6. Again, the hurdle is there. The hurdle is this whole part is of mine. This whole part is improper fraction, correct? Always remember, this is my improper fraction. If this is my improper fraction, everyone, this is my improper fraction, then you need to solve this first, correct? So 1317, what is 29 divided by 6? Now if you go for how many times? 24, 26 times now 4. So this would be plus 4, 5 by 6, correct? Because 6 4s are 24. That is 5 by 6, correct now? Now you can just add, which will become 29, add this one, 1317 plus 4 is 1321. This would be 1321, 5 by 6 is my answer. Correct? So this is the logic that everyone should know. I hope you understood. So addition in terms of two things we have done. We have done addition in terms of two things. First is we have done for the proper fraction. You can see we have done for the proper fraction. Proper fraction is just a shadow mirror. Just add this. Do not observe this old school method. Do not go for old school method. Just add that number. Correct? For improper, I've guided you. Just make that improper fraction to a proper fraction and then add it. Correct? Now let's come to the next part. Next part is basically, I would say subtraction. Okay, we've done. Next part would be subtraction. So let me go for it. Next part would be subtraction. Now what should be the subtractions in this case? So let's understand how can we subtract. So suppose if I take a number like 13 minus 13 by 19. Again, I would say this is the old school method. Means this we have done. What you need to do, come on. See, the point is that try to understand this is very quick method. Make this one less. Make this one less, minus 1. Minus 1s mean 12. I hope you're getting. This is clear, everyone. I hope this is clear to all of you. Please comment fast. Correct? Now, if I say 19 minus 13, 19 minus 13, how much? 19 minus 13 is how much? Come on, say fast, everyone. That would be 6, correct? 6. Write down 6 over here. Write down 6 over here, which is 6 by, and the denominator is 19. This is my answer, correct? This is your answer, everybody. This is your answer. Again, remember, this is my proper fraction. Remember, this is my proper fraction. Correct now? This is my proper fraction. Then only I am able to do this. Correct? If this will not happen, I am not able to do that part. Okay, let's take one more example. This is example number 1. And mind my word, guys, this will help you a lot in solving the mathematical problems, right? So let's take one more example. Example number 2. Example number 2, you should take any number like 247. 247 minus 19 by how much? Take random number. 26, correct? Will it be fine? Yes. Now if you take such number 247, again this is my proper fraction, so this would be like 1 less from this, which is 246. 26 minus 19, 1, 7. So the answer would be 7 by 26. Understood? Another beautiful method. Another beautiful method. Okay guys, I hope you have understood. Please say yes or no. Please say yes or no. Let me take one more example. Can we take one more example? Okay, 1318. Let's take one more example. 1318 minus. Take any proper fraction like 13 by 17. 13 by 17. Again, this is a proper fraction. This would be what? Minus 1. 1317. 1317. 17 minus 13. 4 would be there. 4 by 17 is the answer. But this is always in terms of proper fraction. This is my example number 3, I would say. I hope this makes sense to everyone. Correct, huh? Fine. Let's come to the other part. Now, suppose if I would have like suppose if I would have my improper fraction. So that would be like 13 minus, take same example, 13 minus, earlier it was what? Earlier it was what? 13 minus 13 by 19, na? Do 13 minus 19 by 13. Now the fraction changed. Everything changed. Is it right? Yes or no? Right or not? Fraction changed, na? Now it is becoming what? It is becoming something different. So what I need to do? First, what you need to do? Come on, say. Either you can also take this number as not 13 by 19 by 13, or take first a bigger number. You can take like any number, bigger number. Let's take 29 by 13. This would be also make sense. If you take like 29 by 13, what is the process of solving such? Come on. Come on, say. Now see, first of all, if it is a improper fraction, correct? This is a improper fraction. If this is an improper fraction, you need to convert this to proper fraction, then you divide. Okay, so this will become what? 13 twos are 26, 3 is remaining, so you can write 3 by 30. Sorry, you can write 3 by 13 and this minus 30. Correct, na? This would be the process. I hope this makes sense. Now 13 minus 2. So basically this is what? So I need to solve. Now my problem becomes 13 minus 2, 3 by 30. Correct. Now my problem becomes what? Now see, my problem becomes, basically this is I can write what? 13 minus 2 plus 3 by 30. I can write like this, correct? As we did in the previous class. This becomes what? This becomes basically 13 minus 2 is 11. 11, 11, 11, 3 by 13. Correct? Now again this comes to your part, the part of normal, proper fraction. Correct? Let's come to the proper fraction. Correct? And if you go minus, this will be minus only, na? Wait a minute. If you subtract, this will be minus 13 by 3. 13 by 3 by 13. Then subtract. What I need to do? I need to subtract. 11 will become 10. Correct? Now 13 minus 3 is basically 10. 10 by 13 is the answer. I hope this makes sense to everyone. Is it clear? Let me repeat one more time. My point was to subtract a number, correct? And subtract an improper fraction. My question was to subtract an improper fraction. Now, firstly, if there would be improper fraction, always go for divide. If you divided this number 13 by 29, You got this 13 goes for 2 times, means 29 goes for 2 times. 13 दूनी 26, means 13 2 जा 26. 3 is the remainder. 2 times, and this is the divisor. Correct? Write down in such a manner. Now, if you like, this is in the bracket, this whole is in minus. So 13 minus 2 plus 3 by 11. Correct? All are in minus only, na? Means this will be in minus only. All are in minus. So if everything is minus, this will become like 13 minus 2 is 11. 11 minus 3 by 13. Now you know that it's a subtraction part. So 11 will become 10 as the previous, and 13 minus 3 is 10 and by 13. So this is the process. It's a very important process, so you should keep in mind. I hope you guys are getting. Let me take one more example, guys. Let's take one more example. 67 minus 19 by 7. Come on, solve. Come on, solve. 67 minus 19 by 7. Come on. Can you solve this? Again, this is a improper fraction, I would say. Can you solve? Come on, say. Fast. Now, can it be like, now first you need to solve this one. The part of proper fraction, improper fraction. First you need to solve a part of improper fraction. Now, if you're solving a part of improper fraction, 7 3s are 21 or 7 2s are 14. So, if you go for like 7 2s are 14, 5. So, 67 minus 7 2s are 14, 5 by 7. Okay. Whole part would be negative. Correct. 67 minus 2 is what? 64. No, 65. This would be like 65. 65 minus 5 by 7. I think we have come to that part. So the answer would be 64. 64, 5 minus 7 minus 5 is 2. 2 by 7 is my answer. Correct. This is the process through which we are doing. I hope this makes sense to everyone. Correct. So basically you can like solve any of the problem through this method, but always remember this is a fractional. This is a fraction part. Let me just revise what we did. So let me revise that what we did. First of all, we did the addition of proper fraction. Proper fraction means whose numerator is basically smaller than the denominator. And this is very simplest part to solve. Means 84 plus 3 by 7 or 4 plus 3 by 8 is giving me 4 3 by 8 only. Correct. But if there is a like improper fraction, then I need to make that part into a proper fraction. Where the making part is that 19 by 7 is there. Now 19 by 7 make it proper fraction. So just divide it. 7 2s are 14, or yes, 7 2s are 14. 5 by 7 is this part. Now 2986 again plus 2 would give me 5 by 7. Now this part is now again easiest part to answer. Then we did what? Then we did a subtraction in the proper fraction, which is very easy. 13 minus 1 is 12. Now 19 minus 13 is basically 6. So 13 6 by 19 would be my answer. Correct. Now again we did for subtraction for the proper fraction, which was totally different. Let me just, now again it's an improper fraction, make it as a proper. 13 minus 2, 3 by 13. 13 minus 2 is 11. 11 minus 3 by 13. Now again this comes like 11 minus 1 is 10. 13 minus 3 is basically 10 and divided by 13. Correct. So I hope everyone understood. I hope you guys have got this, that how we are basically solving a problem, everyone. And these are like small calculation tricks. See, if you practice a lot of problems, then you will understand. Let me give you some of the problem. Like if I say 2486 divided by plus I would say 19 by 21. First question, correct. Second question I would give you 6986 plus let's say 6 by 12. Okay, third number problem, 6201 plus 12 by 18. Third problem, correct. Fourth problem is that 1205 plus I would say 7 by 18. So guys, if you got the concept, if everyone has got the concept, please do solve the questions. Now I would request that do solve the question, everyone, and do comment in the comment section that you're getting it. please comment in the comment section that you are getting this. Okay, till then I hope you really enjoyed the class. Do share it to your friends, those who are very good, very bad at maths, those who are very bad at calculations. So do share this to them, so that they would get like something new which is very important for them. So keep shining and keep learning. I would request all of you to please share my this calculation skills trick or methods to everyone. Might be it would be like helpful in your selection process, either like 1% or 2%. So I will be very helpful, means I will be very proud for that. Okay, till then, bye bye guys. Take care. Shining off, Agnimitra. Keep shining and keep learning. Bye bye everyone.